does this match maybe also summarize, you know, the way of coming back, how difficult it is to actually come back on the level you want? So many ups and downs.
It is difficult. Many things in life are difficult.
Reem.
Novak, you're obviously upset, but are you able to articulate?
I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm not.
Next one, please. Stuart at the back, please.
Novak, when do you think you'll first play in the grass?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to play in grass.
How do you feel about this match?
Not great.
Novak, sometimes you seem upset with Nick. We know he's a irreverent player.
We had a big serve. He deserved to win. Congrats.
¿Alguna pregunta más?
Gracias.
Kind of booed off at the end by the crowd. I was just wondering how you felt in that moment. You kind of gave them a thumbs up. I mean, that must have not felt very fair on your part.
What can I tell you?
When you threw the racket, does it concern you that one day that could cost you dearly? I mean, if the ball had hit someone today, is that something you think you ought to address?
You guys are unbelievable.
Why is it unbelievable?
Yeah, because you're always picking this kind of things. It's incredible.
You keep doing these things. You know, that's
I keep doing these things well.
I'm just saying,
Why don't I get suspended then?
I'm saying you were close, weren't you? That's what I'm saying.
I'm close. I'm still not suspended, so if I'm not close, I'm not close.
If that ball had hit a spectator, it could have been serious.
It could have been, sure. Or it could have snowed. It could have been snow in O2 Arena today, but it didn't.
So you don't think that gives you're not concerned about your mindset?
So I'm the only player that shows his frustration on the court, right? That's what you want to say. I'm the only player that is showing that.
You
that
are
is
showing those, so
sorry?
You're one of the top-ranked players in the world.
So
you are showing this frustration. I'm asking you, do you think it's an issue for you?
it is not an issue for me. It's not the first time that I did it.
Oh, no.
Right. Next question, please.
Good.
All right, serving questions up here. Thank you. Novak, you're going from here to the player council meeting where there's the vote for the board.
Yeah.
And I'm curious whether you've made your mind up or not on who you're voting for. I'm not asking that, but what I was going to say, whether you have or not.
Yeah.
What qualities are you going to look for in a candidate? What do you think the next person on there?
First of all, you guys have to understand that, I see, the way it was presented in the media, I didn't really like it, and I don't think it's fair that you guys point out myself as the decision maker. I am a president of council, but that consists of 10 players, so the majority decides. I am one of the 10. So why should I be always the one accountable for that if I'm not the one voting?
Next question, please.
Sorry? No, give him. I would like to hear what he. Yeah.
Well, if the board members who then vote against your wishes are then ousted, like Roger Rashid was, it does seem like there's pretty direct influence on who picks the board.
It has happened, as I said, it has happened in the past, and they've stayed.
And it does seem like you are voting, from what I've heard, you are voting in the majority consistently. This is not like you're getting overshadowed. And you are the leader by title in this group, and you're the number one.
And your source is reliable.
Sure. Well,
Okay.
if you ever want to say anything about what happens there, you can shed more transparency on it.
You have first-hand information from the council?
Sure.
Sure?
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, if you wanted to refute something, great. But if you just want to say you're not saying the right thing and give no counter story, that's not as useful.
Then we can work on a one later, okay?
I would like to answer that, please. But that's what you said. That's what you said. You said if there is a certain story that has been portrayed in the media, then you're expecting an opposing story so you can counterbalance both and you can then compare and you can understand who's right or who's wrong, right? That's
all I want is accuracy, and I feel like with no transparency that makes it very tough. And if all you're saying is you're wrong,
So-
not giving any sort of...
okay. So you believe that any story that is out there is transparent and honest and true?
I'm not saying I vouch for every story and people have written. I don't know every story.
Well, you do vouch for every single information that you get from your allegedly reliable source, right?
Well, I'm not sure what information I have that you disagree with me personally.
I don't know. I'm not pointing out on any specific information, but you're saying, you're actually, it's quite paradoxical what you're saying. I mean, you're saying from one hand, I don't vouch for every story, whatever, but you get information from your source and then you write about it, you tweet about it, or you put it out there, you create the buzz, you create the friction, and then of course it creates a story, it creates the whole wave of tsunami against us, and then what are we supposed to do? React on every single tweet? No, just a second. React on every single tweet. I mean, it's not fair, really. I mean, before understanding the proportions, the ramifications, understanding, you know, what you're doing with every single tweet that you have to our sport, to our players. I'm not saying that everything that you're tweeting about or writing about is wrong. Absolutely not. I respect. You're looking for a story. I understand it. I respect you. But what
specifically is wrong? If you're saying not everything is wrong, what is wrong? What if I said the same person?
No, but you're pointing out on a specific information. I'm pointing out on the whole process of what is the way you go about things. You know, that for me, it's not fair. You know, I feel that I've been exposed way too much for being a president of the council and having that role. You know what I mean? Like everyone holds me accountable for every single thing that happens in tennis at the moment, which I think it's unfair, because I'm not the only one there. And then, you know, if someone wants to understand the way the structure works, then he wouldn't be having that kind of approach. That's what I'm trying to talk to you about here. Not about informations that are going out there. Some of them are correct, some of them are not. I just feel like the way we go about things, there is a lack of respect, I feel like, and just pointing out to one guy and, you know, putting all the pressure on him. So that's why I think that's the only thing. I mean, nothing against you personally. I'm just feeling like the process could be handled differently.
Thank you guys very much.
Thanks.